Steve Harvey and the Miss Universe or whatever, I think it was Miss Universe pageant. I don't I don't know how I feel about that because I think it was kind of staged because I think that shows are getting to the point that they know that things like that will make people reblog their show and talk about their show and all of that stuff. So I think that was kind of staged because outside of Steve Harvey's mistake on the Miss Universe and everybody sharing it on Instagram and Facebook and all over, nobody would have really cared about who is Miss Universe. Most people probably wouldn't have cared. That's probably a pretty low rated show. I should probably check it out. But it's probably a pretty low rated show for the most part. But now, because of the whole Steve Harvey fiasco, it's a viral video. And it's just like, really? And I'm gonna throw the Wiz into this too because I watched most of the Wiz and it was good, and I love the original Wiz. And this one was good, and Amber Riley can sing her butt off. He's a wizard, like I enjoyed her. She was great, and the whole cast was great. And he's gorgeous. He is gorgeous. But anyway, that's a side piece. Side pieces. But I think how like the web was talking about how white people are being so upset because it's an all black cast. I'm like, who's really upset about it being an all black cast? Allegedly. But then I was like, you know what? But that's great promotion because that whole thing came out before the show even aired. So most people who would probably they wouldn't have even known. Like they wouldn't have even cared. But because of the fact that they made it a deal and it became a viral video and viral memes and all of that stuff, it probably helped the ratings. And I'd be curious to see how that works. And how the ratings worked out. Again, I didn't look because I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so controversial. But controversial stuff does make people watch. That's exactly how the news works. That's exactly why everybody's like, why is there nothing good on the news? Because you don't watch the news when there's something good on it. You watch it when there's something horrible on it. So that's why we always see the horrible stuff. But you don't really care about Miss Universe outside of Mr. Steve Harvey. I was going to call him Mr. Universe. Steve Harvey is Mr. Universe. But outside of Steve Harvey's mistake, nobody would have really cared about Miss Universe. Nobody would have. But because he made that mistake and the videos went viral, people think that they cared about Miss Universe, but they don't. But that's the sort of how promotion works. And I give him credit because it's a good move. Anyway, was that people don't care about things unless there's scandal attached to it. And that's not always true. And that's not necessarily true. But there are those who wouldn't care about certain things if there was no scandal attached to it. And if you can get the people who just genuinely like Miss America, Miss Universe, or whatever, combined with the people who wouldn't normally give a crap outside of there being a scandal surrounding it, combined together, that increases the ratings. And I know firsthand that ratings equal money. Okay? Anyway, what do y'all think, YouTube? I think it's an interesting way to promote a program. I hope that's not the wave of the future. But when Destiny's Child split up, I can't tell you how many times I've heard newscasters talk about, there's no such thing as bad promotion. All the publicity that they're getting from the breakup is only helping them. And after that, that's when you start seeing everybody try to promote themselves with scandal and stuff like that. That's when reality TV shows took off because that's when people realize like, oh crap, people like seeing scandal. And they like saying that they don't like seeing it, but they like seeing scandal. Anyway, that's enough. Talk to y'all later, YouTube. Peace. Be blessed.